Season 5 of Stranger Things is bad. It hurts me to say that, but it's bad. It's the only conclusion that I could come to without being dishonest. And honestly, it's really bad to me. I knew this season was cooked when we opened up with a huge exposition dump with Robin on the radio. Ridiculous. Like that let me know right there what I was in for. What can I say that hasn't been said already? The acting is pretty bad across the board. The dialogue is horrendous. Now, I know Stranger Things has had corny dialogue or bad dialogue before, but in this season in particular, my God, is it bad. And that's another thing. The actors, I know people defend this, but they are too old. Every single one of these kids is pushing 40 now. And you have scenes with Lucas where the camera stays on his face. You can literally see this dude's beard stubble, bro. Like, it is so distracting. I found it cringe inducing, and again, the acting was really bad from a lot of the cast. Some of these actors have been doing this for years, and they're turning in stale or wooden performances like Millie Bobby Brown. Finn Wolfhard I found to be pretty wooden. The actor for Will was all over the place because it's a shock to me because I thought he was fantastic in season 2. But in season 5, he is all over the place with his performance. And the actor for Derek, horrendous. His dialogue, horrendous. I hated that stupid character. I was hoping he would die, but he didn't. This season is a mess, top to bottom. The Duffer Brothers are hacks, but that's a whole other video. And I don't know why Stranger Things has garnered such an intense fan base that they can't even accept the criticisms, but they will defend this slop no matter what. The plot is overstuffed. The narrative is overstuffed. The cast is too big. We're introducing new characters and giving them screen time when we have a whole cast of characters that many people have built bonds over the last 9 years. It's ridiculous to me that all of a sudden they want to make Holly a main player. We're devoting time to that Derek kid. We're bringing back 008. I forget her name. She's that irrelevant. We should be focusing on the original kids and parents, Hopper, Joyce, and the kids. That's what this should revolve around. But no, instead, we're focusing on all these other things, and it's taken away from the experience. And I know people will say, well, people used to have adults play teenagers all the time in the 80s. That's why it's kind of funny. Yeah, in the 80s. This is 2020, bro. This is weird. And a lot of the dialogue is bad already, but it's even worse coming from 20-something-year-olds that are supposed to be playing teenagers. It just doesn't hit the same. The plot armor this season is ridiculous, man. You had Karen Wheeler doing more damage to a Demogorgon than an entire army of trained soldiers with assault rifles. If only the soldiers were half drunk and had wine bottles instead of automatic rifles, maybe they would have done better. At this point, I'm starting to think that every single person in Hawkins is an absolute fucking idiot. You have the way the town splintered and cracked at the end of season 4. You thought there was going to be major ramifications that would finally bring in the entire town on what's going on. Nope. Apparently they're fine with the government just coming in, taking over, putting it under martial law, and just putting steel plates over everything. What? That's the best the Duffer Brothers could think of. I'm sorry, but Will's moment at the end of episode 4 was not earned. It was not earned at all. He spent all of season 4 just looking at Mike like this. My wife doesn't even know his name anymore. She calls him the whiny bitch, because that's literally all he did in seasons 3 and 4 is whine and cry. His moment was not earned. I don't care what you say. It was lame. It was cool to see, but it was not an earned moment. And I'm just going to touch on this very briefly, but the Duffer Brothers refuse to even kill minor characters now. Oh, man. Okay. Is Stranger Things outright bad? No. But it's not good either. I'm going to give it a mediocre. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. And I'm being very generous here. Let's see where we go from here.